Ladies and gentlemen, presidents, dear members and representatives of the European Commission, European Union, ladies and gentlemen from everywhere. First I want to introduce myself. Martina still did, but I am with my personal code GAQN3L. Maybe that's a future-oriented, let's say, identification that we can make later on. In behalf of the Carinthian government, first of all, I welcome you warmly here in Carinthia, in Villach, maybe a future megacity as it has been touched in the first greetings. I want to use the opportunity of my welcome speech to give you some regional inputs to smart specialization strategies, also with a very close concern to Carinthia, to the region, to the Adriatic region, as well as to Europe as a whole. Micro and nanoelectronics, as well as photonics, push innovation forward. Development and products of micro and nanoelectronics, as well as photonics in the sectors, have already extremely changed our private and professional lives, and we are only at the very beginning. A lot of revolutionary developments still lie ahead of us in the future. The next 20 years will be shaped by innovative transformations. That is why being part of the game in micro and nanoelectronics and photonics is crucial for Europe's competitiveness. Speaking figuratively, bending metal panels does not make Europe a global leader anymore, but a self-propelled car does. Thus, we have to invest in micro and nanoelectronics and photonics, the fields which display the most research and development activities in general. Therefore, we need smart specialization strategies for these sectors in Europe and consequently in the regions like Carinthia in order to boost our competitiveness. Smart specialization itself is all about well-defined strategies and strong partnerships between the stakeholders such as politics, knowledge centers and businesses. The costs of research and innovation prior to a product launching into the market are very high and hence require extensive investment. I am personally particularly happy that the new financing instruments for research and innovation of the European Union underpin these investments. To concretize, Horizon 2020 provides 77 billion euros for the entire program in the European Union, which means in detail 17,015.5 million euros for the subcategory Industrial Leadership, in which key enabling technologies, and then among them micro and nanoelectronics, are financed with 13,557 million euros. The access to risk financing is supported with 2,842 million euros, and also innovations for small and medium enterprises can get funding for 616 million euros. This is, as I said, indeed a large amount of money invested in research and innovation in Europe, considering that Horizon 2020 budget increased by 30% compared to the previous programs, from which Carinthia, for example, could benefit in the period 2007 to 2013 by financing research projects with 14.6 million euros. However, European Union funding for research and innovation doesn't stop at this one program, Horizon 2020. The European Regional Development Fund also allocates financial resources and financed innovative Carinthian project with 67.4 million euros between the previous funding period. These financing instruments are the result of a strategic shift in the European way of thinking of how to achieve a more competitive Europe. A Europe where we can overcome the economic crisis and create more jobs for our citizens, especially for the young people. We need know-how and services, but also a strong European industry Many call it a reindustrialization, and I say it personally, I support this way. Through smart specialization in KET, such as micro and nanoelectronics and photonics, Europe can regain an important role in the world market as KET create jobs. Since the year 2000, and despite the crisis, the worldwide market for micro and nanoelectronics nevertheless has an annual growth rate of about 5%. As you can see, the regional level and the European level are closely linked to each other. An important amount of European Union money is available to support research and innovation in the regions. This money has to be used wisely. The investments need to be targeted in order to get European regional development funding, for example, in the field of research and innovation in the new financing period. Establishing a smart specialization strategy is a precondition. This is also why Carinthia relies on its strengths in the micro and nanoelectronic sector, and why we adapt our policy to the regional context to fully use the potential of our region. By doing so, we support research and innovation for a key enabling technology that is not only important for the development of digital products and services, but also for other economic sectors like medical and health equipment, home appliances, energy networks, and security systems. I'm delighted that this conference brings together not only representatives of the European, local, and regional level, but also representatives of our neighbor regions. In Carinthia, we are well aware that cooperation is most fruitful for innovation, so we don't stop at the borders of our region. In the opposite, we intensively exchange ideas on a political level with our neighboring regions in Italy, Slovenia, and Croatia. Our great cooperation with Slovenia and Croatia, together with the regions of Styria and Burgenland, is being displayed in the Alps-Adriatic Alliance, where local and regional authorities, trade unions and employers, representatives, NGOs and citizens elaborate common economic, cultural, sport or youth projects. Furthermore, we collaborate closely within the European Grouping for Territorial Cooperation, and here a radio senza confini, ohne Grenzen, Press Media without borders. Another way to join forces on the European level is clustering. Clustering like the Silicon Europe project, which brings together 5 already existing renowned European clusters in micro and nanoelectronics from Saxony, South and East Netherlands, Flanders, Rhône-Alpes, and Carinthia. Today's and tomorrow's conference is about smart specialization strategies through key enabling technologies, especially micro and nanoelectronics and photonics, which underpin the European value chain and are located at the heart of innovative products. Because of their horizontal nature and their capacity of transformation, they are important pieces of smart specialization strategies. Therefore, they are central relevance not only to Europe, but also to the region of Carinthia. Let's come to the end and to sum up. What Carinthia does to make it work, as you can see here, as the title of this conference suggests, is to concentrate its efforts and its investments in the field of research and innovation in the sector of micro and nanoelectronics. This is where Carinthia already excels in, and which is a European job booster. You know, it is responsible for 200,000 direct and more than 1 million indirect jobs in Europe, and has an estimated impact of 10% of the worldwide GDP on the whole economy. This smart strategy of specialization has multiple benefits, not only for our region, but also for Europe as a whole. Or, as the European Commissioner for Research and Innovation points out, the idea here is to concentrate on one's particular strengths. While excellence cannot be everywhere, it can be anywhere. That's what smart specialization is all about. So now is the time for us to demonstrate that Europe is ready to tackle its societal challenges, that it can claim industrial leadership, and that it still excels in research and innovation. So the Commissioner. I wish all of us an intensive exchange of views and of experiences. I am sure that this conference will bring us a lot of fruitful discussions, many new ideas, and maybe, and hopefully, new partnerships. In that sense, thank you for being here.